Hello, Internet! Happy Saturday. This is round 6 of the Glasgow Regional from a couple of weekends ago. Now, I was 3-2 going into this round. One of my losses was due to extreme bad luck. The other one was through playing badly against a Smurgle. My matchup in this one I actually quite liked, and so I was feeling pretty good going into this game. He had like Kangaskhan, Groudon, and Rayquaza, and Thunderous, and some stuff like that. Some stuff that really I thought that I could play around. The only thing that I was a little bit worried about was Thunderous, because that can maybe give this team a little bit of a hard time with, obviously Lapras is weak to Electric, so is Ho-Oh. Rayquaza doesn't want to get paralyzed, and all kinds of stuff like that. He leads with Kangaskhan and Rayquaza, so I'm pretty sure that the Kangaskhan is going to Mega Evolve. The Rayquaza is just going to stay normal the whole time. But here's my Airlock, here's his Airlock, here's my Intimidate. So both of these, commonly physical attackers are intimidated. And the only difference is I've got my Hitmontop, he's got his Kangaskhan, so I'm in a really good position. So what I decide to do is, and I Mega Evolve first there as well. What I decide to do, actually, because he's not Mega Evolving, is he? He's not his Rayquaza anyway. So what I decide to do on this, turn 1 is throw away my really good position. I protect my Rayquaza, probably because I didn't want to mess around with speed ties with his Rayquaza that turn 1, but he just makes the right move, really. I mean, it's not really that much of a prediction, it's just the right move. He goes for the Fake Out onto my Hitmontop and a Dragon Ascent onto my Hitmontop. So I'm a little bit miffed. I didn't go for the Fake Out that turn, maybe a bit silly. I just went straight for the Close Combat onto the Kangaskhan. I was a bit greedy there, I suppose. Just went straight for the Close Combat onto the Kangaskhan. But I'm still not in the worst of positions, because both of these Pokemon, we have seen that the Rayquaza is physical here as well, and they are both at -1, so neither of these Pokemon are going to be doing too much damage to mine. So I'm still in a pretty good position, actually. So what we do is we withdraw the Rayquaza, Rayquaza, if I can bloomin' speak, and put in my Lapras. So he's seen all of my Pokemon now, because I want to avoid a Sucker Punch, and Dragon Ascent, my Rayquaza is going to be really important for me winning this game as well. Both of his Pokemon out here are not very threatening for my Kangaskhan, for my Lapras, sorry, so I feel like it's a pretty safe switch in. I go for the Sacred Fire onto his Rayquaza, which actually does half damage, but no burn, unfortunately, which would have been nice. Next turn, I'm surprised he, just overlooked or just didn't bother or whatever my Ice Shard, because, nowhere that I can just go straight for the Ice Shard. Lapras picks up a KO on his Rayquaza, which is fantastic. And his Kangaskhan stays in, goes for a Double Edge. Again, still remember, it's a -1, so it's not really threatening me too much. It does like a decent chunk, like another one will knock out my Lapras, but takes some recoil damage. I Sacred Fire this Kangaskhan again, or Sacred Fire it, and again don't get the burn, which is quite annoying. A burn would have been really nice there. So, back is a little bit against the wall now. I protect the Ho-Oh just to be safe, because I think really that as long as he takes out my Lapras here, I think that my Rayquaza and Ho-Oh can sweep through his team, as long as I get some Ice Shard damage onto this Thunderous, and I actually get a critical hit Ice Shard here, which is really nice, and it puts it in an extreme speed range, which is ideal for me. He actually shows Thunder there as well, which is very questionable. One, because he has got a Rayquaza on his team, so if there is rain, then he's going to be hitting 70% of the time as well. And he's got a Groudon on his team as well. So if he's got the Sun Up, then he's only going to be hitting Thunder 50% of the time as well. So I'm really not sure why he's got Thunder on his Thunderous there. If he had Thunderbolt as well, then he would have just gone for a Thunderbolt there. So he's got Thunder, which is quite questionable too. But, whatever. Because I did get that critical hit with the Ice Shard actually onto the Thunder, so I'm in a really good position. Because basically all I have to do is just extreme speed the Thunderous and, potentially knock out the Kangaskhan. But I'm one step ahead. What I decide to do here is Well, we'll see when big red, primal thing happens. There we go. I wish you could skip the animations in the game. Would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, so finally, Desolate Land, blah blah. So what I decided to do is go for the extreme speed onto the Thunderous. He shows Protect here though, which foiled my plans a little bit. But instead of going for the knockout onto the Kangaskhan, I actually go for a substitute here, which covered me from a Sucker Punch as well, but it also puts me in pretty good position against, I suppose, against the Thunderous in case he did have Protect like he did. So I'm in a good position. You're probably thinking, like, he's got a Kangaskhan on like 10% left, he's got a Thunderous in extreme speed range, and he's got a Groudon. I've got a Ho-Oh behind a substitute, and my Rayquaza with extreme speed. How on earth do I lose this game? And that's what I'm thinking, how do I lose this game? And the only way I can lose this game is if his Groudon has got Rock Slide. Now, the game before against Jeremy, he finished me off with a Groudon with Rock Slide, so I was really worried about the Rock Slide, because, like, if he, like, I don't know, protected again his Thunderous and went for a Rock Slide and it'd break my substitute, it'd take my Rayquaza down to quite low, maybe in like Sucker Punch, I don't know, Fake Out, I don't know, range. I don't know what I was thinking. I was really worried about the Rock Slide for some reason. What I should have done is just played it safe and went for the extreme speed onto the Thunderous. I protect my Rayquaza here, and he protects his Groudon here. Didn't go for the extreme speed onto the Thunderous. He goes for a Thunder Wave onto my Rayquaza, which is fine. I go for a Sacred Fire onto the Groudon, because I wanted some chip damage onto the Groudon to put it in range of another Brave Bird and Dragon Ascent. I should have knocked out the Thunderous there. The Thunderous had just protected. I needed to attack the Thunderous, because now he's threatening me with a paralysis. And if I get paralyzed, then that gives him chance to win the game. So next turn, what do? Here's a bit of leftovers. Maybe if he had Rock Slide, he should have gone for it there. That maybe should have shown me that he didn't have Rock Slide. Next turn, I don't go for an extreme speed. I'm trying to give this guy the win. He Thunder Waves my Rayquaza. Like, I'm kicking myself. I'm not enjoying watching this game back. And I go for a Dragon Ascent. I double target into this Groudon, thinking, well, if it does have Rock Slide is the only way he's winning this game. Even if he does paralyze me, I've got extreme speed. His other Pokemon are both really low, and I can just knock them out with extreme speeds. And I'm thinking, well, a double target might knock out the Groudon. I knew in my head that it wouldn't, and it doesn't. So there you go. So he's got 3 Pokemon left, all on really, really low now. And I do still have extreme speed, which is nice, although my Rayquaza is paralyzed now. And his Groudon shows Flamethrower, which, does, with the defense drop, like 50% to my Rayquaza, but it survives the turn, which is important. Now, that is really annoying because he didn't have Rock Slide. I was over-fearing it too much, and really annoying because I did not just go for the extreme speed onto the Thunderous. I suppose maybe I thought the Thunderous was going to protect in the face of an extreme speed, and I could just, try and be cheeky and get the knockout on the Groudon like that as well. But no, he just paralyzes me. I mean, even now, I'm in a decent position because I've still got extreme speed. He's got 3 Pokemon left that are all in extreme speed range. I've got Ho-Oh that is behind a substitute as well. So, still I can't really lose this game, can I? So he protects his Thunderous this turn as I get fully paralyzed. I was going for an extreme speed. Honestly, I can't remember who I was going for the extreme speed on. Probably the Thunderous, because we saw that my Ho-Oh was faster than the Groudon, and well, at least we're seeing that now. And I get the knockout onto the Groudon. So I was extreme speeding the Thunderous there. So, still, that's fantastic. That's really good. Sun fades. Blah, blah. Ho-Oh is still behind the substitute. He's only got 2 Pokemon left now, both of them in extreme speed range. How on earth can I lose this game still? He brings out his Kangaskhan, and I think that the Fake Out is way too obvious on my Rayquaza. So, he's probably expecting me to protect this, so he's just going to double target my Ho-Oh, isn't he? Like, that's That's what he's got to do. Ho-Oh is like really the block that's stopping him from winning this game, as is Rayquaza. But Rayquaza is probably going to protect here on the fake out. So I don't protect Rayquaza. He doesn't go for a fake out, and I get fully paralyzed on the extreme speed onto the Thundurus, which is really annoying. If I hadn't got fully paralyzed there, the Thundurus would have gone down. And he Sucker Punches here, knocks out my substitute. There we go. And with a Thunder, his 70% accurate Thunder, he hits, which is always a slap in the face, and it does actually knock out my pretty bulky Ho-Oh, which is really annoying. Now, I've still got a chance in this game. Oh, it's actually Life Orb. I've still got a chance in this game because I'm basically seeing that the only attack this Thundurus has got is Thunder, and Thunder can miss. So as long as I don't get fully paralyzed and he misses a Thunder, I've still got a chance. I extreme speed the Kangaskhan here, actually knock it out, and as you can probably tell, he hits his Thunder. So yeah, so I was really annoyed after this game, as you can imagine. Yeah, like, okay, I did get very unlucky in that, like, okay, so I didn't get a burn on his Thundurus with the Sacred Fire. That's okay, it's 50-50. I didn't get a burn on his Kangaskhan with my Sacred Fire, which would have really helped as well, but, you know, I suppose okay, again, it's a 50-50. I did get fully paralyzed that turn, which was really annoying. Without that full paralysis, I would have had the game because there was no way his Kangaskhan was going to knock out my my Ho-Oh. So I did get unlucky in that respect, but the most annoying thing about this game is how I played it. Like, I've just put this game on YouTube. You've just all seen how embarrassingly I played that game. I was so distraught. Okay, so you've seen the third round game. I lost to those 2 critical hits. I couldn't help those 2 critical hits. I could help this game. I played that so badly. And, you know, I hope that, you know, this video hasn't been like so bad for you to sit through, because I've been like almost shouting at you for this whole video, so I hope I haven't like put you off watching my videos or anything. But like, I've just been really not, like, I will not be watching this game back. I will not be watching this game again, because it is like the worst I've played any games for a long time. So I'm just gonna put this one to bed and just not watch it again. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Like, please don't play as badly as I did in this game. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed the video, then, you know, like it and share it and do all the rest of it. But thanks a lot, guys. And tomorrow, Sunday, my round 7 game, the last round of Swiss, will be going up. I'm 3-3 at the moment. If I win the last game, then I still get some championship points, because I've got a good resistance. But thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and goodbye for now.